Okay guys, well, given the all-new Blogia test run here, I'm heading back to New York to visit my mother, kind of do our Christmas thing, since I didn't get to do that this past year because of work scheduling and this and that. It is actually a beautiful day outside here in New Hampshire. A little chilly, but the sun kind of cancels that out. Yeah, very nice. Got to prep the Equinox for the long journey back. It's about 3.5, 4 hours depending on traffic. So I gotta hit me some Dunkin' Donuts, get some gas, and I'll be vlogging along the way, and you guys get to meet my mother for the first time. So I'll see you on the road. So for those of you who do not know, I am originally from New York State. I moved to New Hampshire a couple years ago, and it is, like I said, about 4 hours one way, and the reason for that is because up in the Adirondacks, which is where my parents live, there's basically no interstate highway in the vicinity anywhere to be accessed. I think the closest one is Interstate 87, which runs north and south, and that's it. I mean, you have to basically navigate small mountain roads, back roads, dirt roads, what have you, to get there. So that's why it's such a long drive. If there was an interstate that went right there, it'd probably cut that trip in half, which really sucks. So hopefully it's a very uneventful trip on the way there. I mean, it should be fine. The roads are great. Beautiful day outside. Very, 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 very bright, hence the sunglasses, because those who have blue eyes, while they may be pretty, they are not as functional when it comes to blocking light. Okay, so this is pretty much what the entire trip entails. I am on a mountain road in Vermont. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sights, as you can see in the background there. But there's no one else here. There is nobody else here. And it is like this pretty much the duration of the trip. And we'll get some nice sharp turns here. And I'm actually on the descent right now. Now, right there, I'm not sure if you can really see that. But yeah, it is really beautiful. We are very fortunate to live in this region of the United States. Yes, the cold sucks, but for the lack of natural disasters we get because of that, and, you know, keeps the bugs and venomous animals in check as well, I'll take it. But it would be nice to, you know, visit a tropical climate every now and then during the winter. You know, that'd be a nice happy medium. So this is the second mountain road that I'm on, and I'm basically starting my descent. We are going straight down, and by we, I'm talking about that car ahead of me. I mean, if I don't hit the brakes, I'll easily go 100 miles an hour. My God. And unfortunately, I can't downshift because the gear ratios on this Equinox, it's a 5-gear automatic transmission. And it's either you shift down and it goes down to first gear, or you shift down and it goes into fourth. I would really like something that would shift into third gear for hills like this, but you kind of have to rely on the brakes and the automatic transmission to detect that. Alright, so we have finally reached the Crown Point Bridge. And this is the bridge that bridges Vermont to New York. Very nice bridge. It's actually brand new. They put it in probably 3 years ago. I'm getting a lot of glare from the sun here, so not sure how much you can see. That's not too bad. It's basically one gigantic arch with suspension in the middle. Very cool. And just like that, I am now in New York, the Empire State, aka you can't do anything without getting arrested. Yeah. People wonder why I left. So this is pretty much it, guys. This is home. We're getting close to Lake Placid. We're coming down, once again, another mountain. Absolutely beautiful scenery. And those of you who don't know, Lake Placid is where the 1932 and 1980 Olympics were. And Saranac Lake, which is my hometown, is right next to that. So once we get a little bit closer, I'll fire this up again. Okay guys, so just got to my hometown of Saranac Lake. That was quite a long and tedious drive, roughly about 4 hours. But I am right here in my mother's apartment. There's a lot of you who have been waiting to see her, and without any further ado, here she is.
Hi guys, I was really happy to see Jerry. I haven't seen him for a long time. He looks a little different now than he did when I saw him the last time though.
It's the hair.
It's, yeah, it's definitely the hair. You need a little trim here though, too. And while he's here, he's not gonna like it, but I'm gonna try to convince him to stay away from the monster drinks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That might be futile. That might be futile. But we may even get the struggle on video. That'll be interesting. So basically what we're doing here, this is going to be the Christmas that I couldn't celebrate during Christmas because my work schedule did not allow it, which really sucks. But at least I was able to get some time off to do a lot of other things as well as come back and do the Christmas thing. So it could have been a lot worse.
Yes, it could have been.
And yeah, we're gonna open up some gifts and eat some dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna go to eat. We're just trying to decide where. I don't know, the Dancing Bear Lounge or the Downhill Grill. We don't have a lot of selection here, kind of like New Hampshire does, but the places that we do have, they're not bad.
Yeah, I've been pretty satisfied everywhere we've eaten here.
Yeah, but New Hampshire does definitely. I love Ziggy's.
Oh yeah, Ziggy's Pizza.
And where else did we go, Jerry? Ziggy's,
Cantor's was the first place we went.
Yeah, Cantor's I like that one.
Chili's. Oh, we were at 99's the last time. Remember?
With Moss?
Yeah. For those of you who have never been to West Love, there's a lot of pizza eateries. And basically your big chains like Chili's, Applebee's, 99's, and I love those places. If only we had a Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, they didn't even start that yet. So over there, it's really dark. It's basically an empty plot of land in front of the lake. That's Lake Flower right there. You can't really see it. But every year, that's where they build the ice castle. It's a big attraction. Really cool. It's something that they've been doing since the dawn of time, basically, over here. It's a very small town.
Actually, 2016, okay, the theme of this year's Ice Castle, or Winter Carnival, is villains and superheroes. Woohoo!
That's actually a good one. They haven't done that yet.
And there's 2 separate pins, too. He's making one for superheroes and one for villains.
Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. Yeah, Gary Trudeau, who writes the Doonesbury comics, for those of you that know what that is, he basically grew up here and he makes all of the Winter Carnival buttons. Nice little bit of trivia for you there. And he's not married to Jane Pauley still, is he?
Yes.
And he's still married to Jane Pauley, who is used to do the NBC Dateline. Yeah, very cool stuff. Okay, so we're at the Downhill Grill. Oh, there we go. We're at the Downhill Grill. Pretty classy little establishment. It's not too bad.
It was a pharmacy drugstore for many years.
Yes, where she used to work. It was called Myers. Okay, so we just finished our meal at the Downhill Grill. We're on Main Street, Saranac Lake. If you're used to living in a city, then this is as different as you can get. Very quiet, very quaint. We had a very good meal. Okay, so if you see the camera shaking, that's actually me trying to hold it. It's 11 degrees. One thing you need to know about Saranac Lake is it does frequently become one of the, quite literally, the coldest spots in the nation.
Yep.
I want to say, what was it that one year? Negative 40.
40, yep. For a while.
And compared to where I live in New Hampshire, it's always at least 10 degrees colder here. And I'm feeling every bit of that right now.
Yeah.
One small detail I forgot to bring up tonight, I am sporting the official Our Twin Life shirt. Got to spread the word over here in New York. You know it. But that's pretty much the day, guys. Gonna call it a night here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll probably film maybe a little bit of the trip back, maybe not. So I'll see you tomorrow. There you have it, guys. The Olympic ski jumps. Yeah, they're basically skyscrapers, and people jump off of those for tournaments and stuff like that. I'll tell you one thing. That is really not my cup of tea. I can't imagine people doing that. Of course, I'm terrified of heights anyway, so yeah. But just one of the many sights here in Lake Placid. I'm heading home right now. Had a great time with my mother, albeit very short, but always good to at least spend some time with her. Don't get to see her that often. And now begins the long and tedious journey back to New Hampshire. 4 hours and counting.